Marketing, communications, and advertising are key components in the media industry. They help to build and create rapport and client relationship, as well as showcase the offerings of the media industry. Analytics is effective to making this viable. In this panel session, utilizing analytics for market communications and advertising is being discussed.
I said that analytics play a key role in influencing the decision by agencies. Long ago, before this issue of analytics, those of us who started advertising from Enugu, the eastern part of Nigeria, we had to compete with agencies in Lagos. And when we did a survey, we discovered that the agencies in Lagos then were all seasoned broadcasters. They didn't have enough of analytics data behind them. So what we did was to now provide research for all presentations we make to our clients. And with that, we were able to break into the market. By that, we were able to introduce new brands from regional products and make them national products. We moved new Nigerian Union Works product from a regional product in Port Harcourt to a national brand in Nigeria. We moved Anamco Mercedes-Benz from a regional product to a national product. And the secret was simple. We did research. We tried to get informed consumer insights. Why the consumers take decisions they take. By so doing, we're able to advise our clients on the proper decisions to make and how to do in their product formulation.
But the question is it actually relevant to what the road is producing or any other such company is producing? The answer is yes. For example, I put some figures there. So there is the need to deploy what is called measurement initiative. The measurement initiative has to do with finding out what statistics reveal about what the people are feeling about this product. Why do they feel that way? Is this product what they take as a choice or are they coerced to take it? The end result is to make use of this information to benefit both my client and then myself, because it will make me remain in the business and also launch my clients into the market before them. Besides, we also see that the truth basically will help people to see what has been published and who is reading that which is published. We'll be mentioning about the online as well as the print. In this particular instance, what is published is relevant to those who are making use of the print media because they want to see it physical. They want to see how it affects the growth of the organization as well. So for this reason, there is need to map out who are those patronizing this which is published. And then those who are going to improve in the sales of this client, the answer is yes, by noting that those who are looking at them are decision makers. They are those who knows the worth of what they are looking for in the product itself, not just how many capacity the product has, but what is the efficacy of that product, what is the quality of that product, what is the longevity of that product.
Nigeria, like every other economy, is keyed into the global economy. That means that what happens elsewhere affects what happens here, since we are an open economy. To that effect, competition elsewhere is also competition here because goods and services are freely moved into the system. So it makes it imperative for us to understand how we can still remain in business, even with such a violent competition from people who have better technologies, who have better knowledge, who have better information. So he puts the advertiser in a very critical position because he stands in the gap between the bridge, between the producer and the consumer, who are both trying every time to out each other, each other. Because they have a common objective. The producer wants to optimize his investment. the consumer also wants to optimize the value he spends on every good or service. So it puts the advertiser in a precarious position. How do I satisfy the producer with this objective so that I can always get business and increase my bid? Then how do I satisfy the consumer whose straight frontage is important to me so that the producer will continue to have business so that I can continue to be in business? So analytics is more than, it affects the advertiser more than anybody else because of this position.
Analytics are not being used in Nigeria. I think this is not very accurate. But it might be skewed more to multinationals. The same thing in Etisalat, from first-hand experience. How many people remember the 0809 campaign? Prof wouldn't know, you were abroad. 0809 campaign, how many people? 0809, that did not happen by happenstance. It happened through a whole lot of studies. We had to bring, we brought in Datacon. Datacon is one of the foremost telecoms companies, telecoms consultancy companies in the world. It's of German provenance. We brought in Millward Brown, looked at the environment. This was a similarly sewn-up market, and nobody gave a fifth entrant any chance after 7 years of telecoms in Nigeria. But through analytics, and I give it to analytics, we came up with so many. We came up with so many suggestions on how to penetrate a similarly sewn-up market. And one of the things we did was, one, it had to have a youth skill, because youths are more adventurous, they're more susceptible to change, unlike people who, MDs and all, who had their numbers for 7 years, and everybody over the. So those are things analytics enables you to do. And we had, broad-ranging studies, even neuro-marketing ideas that we brought into play. The 080 Nigeria. Fortuitously, the number that was assigned to Etisalat was 9. And we now said, how could we ingrain this into the psyche of every Nigerian? And then remember I said we gave the youth skill, and the youth called Nigeria Niger. So that was how we interfaced both, and we're able to get that sweet spots that resonated very, very deeply with Nigerians.
I want to leave you with one concept, which in a way ties together everything we've been saying. And that concept is the strategic planning triangle. Strategic planning triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. It's like a stool on 3 feet. 1 foot of the stool, or 1 leg of the stool will be the target market, the audience. Who are we talking to? And this will involve you into thinking about what are their demographics, what are their psychographics, where do they live, what do they like to do. The second leg of this tool is the value proposition. What should we tell this target audience to pull them over to our side? What is it we need to tell them to make sure that they recognize us, they remember us? Something that is unique about us, which our competitors cannot claim. And then thirdly, what promotional tools, what methods, what tactics, what media can we use to reach this target audience, to give them this message? If you have these 3 concepts, it will always help you to decide what should we be doing in looking for analytic tools to address our pressing problems. Thank you.